This is now my second take. I recorded this at a glance about 20 minutes ago. Full match, full commentary, full everything. Looked over, my mic was not even on, so it was literally just me going. There was nothing. There was no mic audio, it was literally just the sounds of the game. So, second take, at a glance, series where we go over a game we had, what went right, what went wrong, why I did things, why I didn't do things, etc., etc. The chronology of games we played today. The Chalet game, the last at a glance I did, happened after this game. This game happened and then Chalet happened. But I'm recording this at a glance second, because the Chalet at a glance, it was a decent teaching opportunity for entry fragging and how to entry frag with information and get information and use etc., etc. It was an entry frag at a glance. This one is not educational, or if it is, if you can grab a lesson from it, be my guest. But the purpose of this at a glance is that I've got beef and I want some justification in how mad I am. There's no education here, I'm just pissed, and y'all are gonna see why. Anyway, I'm playing Sens, because they're on this open site, and what I want to do is, let me actually go to the site, I want to wall off this, like, back side of site, where my drone just died, and I want to basically try to get a plant in this doorway, and try to play off this window. Like, try to get it in this corner, where they can't even, like, long arm it from without being in the doorway. So that's the plan I want to do. So I've got a drone and electrical, make sure there's no electrical run out. Yeah, electrical run out. Double check it just to be safe. Get the cam's already dead. So very first thing is I'm rushing to this window because I want to be at this window, and if our win condition is, you know, get control of this window, get control of this room, then I should be at the window and not risking my life upstairs. Because if I go down, we lose the utility that we need to actually get this plant down. So I'm going to play this window and tell everyone to fuck off. The big thing we do, and this is something that I want people to, if there's one takeaway I want people to have, it's this. If you're going to have one, like, point of entry, like, into the site, don't put your full fucking team there. Like, putting 4 or 5 people on this one window, you've got everyone funneled into this tiny little entry. And that's just asking to get fucking shot. So if you're going to be playing like a central point like this, commit one person. That's all. Just the one person to put the pressure. Because if you just have a firing squad out here, and the enemy has like the entire inside of sight, then they are a lot safer than the guys who are sticking their head in the window. So the fact we only have one person playing this window, massive. I'm just firing to put pressure and make them uncomfortable. And Azami's going to commit a barrier. Pretty soon. There it is. I saw someone run by, so I was just firing. So Azami's going to commit the barrier. There's the commitment. So she did fuck this up. She did actually really help me with this, because the way she did this barrier, I now have a very safe little crevice to play in that anyone else who wants to duel me has to really stick their head into to actually make use of it. So this is, you know, an example of someone royally fucking up in Azami. The only way for anyone to contest me here is to also stick their head inside the thing, which Azami does, and she paid the price for it. So Azami being off the board is massive because she's one of those active util operators that gets their utility over the course of the round. It's like killing a Wamai early, because now you don't get the other, like, however many barriers, however many magnets. So now I've got this really safe hole to play from. I made a hole in the wall from just firing, and now I'm just going to blind fire through it and get blood on people and apply pressure, so that even if I don't get the kill, if they happen to run into someone else from my team, or my team starts to execute on site, they are now at an advantage. They just have to hit like a body shot compared to, you know, hitting the head outright. So I see Ella through the hole I made, and I just light her up and she goes down. I can't see her, and I can't really look down to get the kill safely. So I'm going to just throw a nade, and I do fuck it up. So this first one's going to destroy the barrier. Second one, I get a better throw, and it does kill the Ella. So that's Ella off the board, that's Azami off the board. And I'm still pretty much using this hole that I made for pressure. So, Sledge, red pings the alibi over here. So I'm immediately just going to follow up. I'm just going to start blasting. I didn't know the alibi was low when I fired, which is why you see me kind of, like, hesitate a little, because I don't know how full she is. I didn't realize she went down immediately. So that's now 3 kills for me. At this point, I would have... Going as gun sound. At this point, I wanted to commit to the plan. I wanted to use my Sens Wall. I wanted to go for plan. The issue is, there's a Warden. Warden existing shuts that strat down entirely. So, I can't push in until Warden is off the board, and no one on the team is called where Warden is. So, I'm playing under the assumption Warden's still on site. And, lo and behold, I'm going to go for this swing. I'm going to, you know, start to apply more pressure. And there's the Warden. And I get the kill on the Warden. So now I'm going to apply the pressure. But here is where I get pissed. I'm going to commit my walls right here so I can hop in. And at the same time, our Hibana is droning. Our Hibana is going to find the Solace, get the ping, commit, and get the kill. And Mari, if you're watching this, fuck you for taking my ace, motherfucker. I can't be mad because we won. But I wanted that fucking ace. Like, I didn't even realize I was up for the ace until this kill. And then I did my, you know, instinctive look at the scoreboard. And I had 4 kills. I didn't even realize I was up for the ace until that kill happened. And it pissed me off. So this at a glance is not educational. This at a glance is, I've got beef. But it's like the great Lieutenant Custard says in his boomer wisdom, aces are for fucking nerds. That is the that is the copium that I'm gonna huff today. That is how I'm gonna survive this great disrespect upon my name. So they're same site. I see they have a Warden. It's pretty much gonna be the same game plan. I'm gonna put my drone in electrical like I did last round. I think Azami saw my drone come in or some shit. Because, like, she knows it's there. And she's, like, dancing in front of it. So, I'm down that drone. That's unfortunate. I assume the Azami's still in there. So that's why you see me immediately just blind fire into electrical. Just to apply that little bit of pressure. If she's still in there, I did damage. If she's not, oh well. Same plan as before. I'm going to put pressure on them through this hole. I'm going to just blind throw a nade. And that nade gets a kill. Don't know how. I actually do want to look back at that. So, that's the nade in my hand. Here it is flying. Where the fuck is it? There it is. It hits back here as the Ella is putting down a shield. So, that is how the Ella died. I have to plug in my headset really quick. So now I know how that Ella died. I turn around, I see Callie with me. If you'll remember what I said last round, you don't want multiple people on this window, because that's asking for a fucking mistake. So I'm gonna I'm trying to figure out what I could do. I try to bounce nade off the wood. Doesn't fucking happen. So I'm hoping maybe Callie will back off. She's not, but I'm hoping she is. I'm just gonna keep trying to apply this micro pressure from the window. But I think at this point the enemy has done the smart thing and committed more to roaming rather than anchoring. Because they know that the anchors are going to have a lot of pressure on them from someone playing the window. I throw one wall just to scare them a little bit, make them think I'm going to commit. I see Callie shooting. I see Frost's feet. I get 1 bullet on her, like 1 or 2. But that's all I can really do. At this point, I start getting calls that people are upstairs. Our Nomad goes down in upper square next to me. So now I am fully aware Callie's going to commit to the window. I'm going to come help upstairs. I see the Warden. I don't go for a shot. I'm hoping he's going to re-peek. He doesn't. But because of where I saw him, he is pretty much pinned on that entire east side of square. He can only come back through the hall or down those stairs. Or he could hop, but I would still see him. So I've pretty much got him pinned. Kind of just looking for him, and I get the kill on him. Then I follow up I get a call that Solus is in stock. So I'm going to immediately shift my attention and go for that Solus. And I get the kill on her. So that's 3 kills under my belt now. And my assumption is that the last 2 are on site. But I'm going to, be careful. I'm going to clear hall. I'm going to, clear square. I'm going to start coming down marble stairs. I'm going to take this descent slowly because I have not droned ahead, because I have a drone in pocket, and I'm a moron who forgot about that. So I see the cam. They saw me, so I don't want to overcommit to this. I'm going to play it real slow. I get blood on a zombie. I see the frost mat out of the corner of my eye. Get rid of it. And just a wall to, make them focus on that area. Maybe someone will come through. No one's coming for me, so what I'm going to do is... Someone already shot lobby cam. I don't know why it's still there. Replay totally works. I'm going to drop from the lobby. So if anyone's playing this end of the hall where I'm at, you've got marble stairs on the left, and you've got the end of the hall on the right where I'm coming from. They know I'm marble stairs. They know that I'm on the left. But the rotate I did means I'm going to be coming from the right. It is easier for them to get a shot on me if I come back to marble, and they're already aiming there, than if I come from the right, and now they have to swing. Meanwhile, I'm already, pre-aiming the angle. So the Azami goes down. Here's the frost. I get blood on her for the second time. Here's where I'm pissed. Anyone who watched very carefully just saw that she crouched. I didn't know she crouched. So she's directly in front of me. She's looking at me in this frame. But she was crouched underneath my pistol. So that is now 2 aces that I've lost this game. Because Mari stole one, and because I whiffed. And I'm more hurt that I whiffed than having my ace stolen. That hurts so much fucking more. So now it's up to our buck, who is going to crouch into sight. And he's going very slowly despite time counting down. I remember in the call, like in Discord, we were saying he has to rush, he has to go. So he does kind of start to rush. He pulls out his gone. I am still under the impression that he didn't know he had a gone. That he thought maybe he had like a pistol or something. So he pulls out the gone. Finds the frost. Hits her in the hip. I think at this point he realized he didn't have a real gun. I think he panicked. Because... he doesn't go for the slash, goes for the hip fire, and gets the kill. And that's that round done. So that's now 2 aces I've lost. And like the Grand Boomer himself said, 4K's all the way, baby. Aces are for nerds. Now we are on defense, and now I'm going castle because I have castle challenges. There's not like a Gigabrain strat. I just have to do FBI SWAT games, and I'm gonna be real, I hate Pulse. I hate playing Pulse. That is why you never see me playing Pulse. I actively hate playing Pulse. I don't think he's bad. I just don't like his gameplay loop. So, castle on the windows, castle on this window. Pretty standard. I'm not, breaking the mold or anything. I'm gonna put my bulletproof at the end of this hall. I'm not even worried about whether it's reinforced or not. I'm gonna break open this hatch, so if anyone has to play elevator, they have a way out. And I'm going to use my last castle on stock so that if they come into stock, now they have to commit resources to get out. And I'm going to give them footholds so that if they come into stock, now they are in so much danger while they try to figure out how to get out of stock. So if you watched the Chalet at a glance, you'll remember that I was talking about kills and deaths as a form of information. Someone died here, so someone killed from there. This guy's getting kills, and these people died, so they're trying to push here. So I notice that our warden has gotten kills up front. And I did call this wrong. When we were playing, I said that they're pushing the windows, as is pretty standard for this site. And our pulse started scanning around the windows, like around here-ish, trying to get pings and confirm if they're playing the windows. And indeed, I do get confirmation that there is one person playing the windows, like against. Yeah, you can see on the cam here. You've got the Blackbeard over here playing the windows that lead to ATM. So what I do is something that I never fucking do. This is how you know I'm getting cocky. If you see me do this in a game, I'm getting cocky and I'm way too like focused on how sick can this be. I go for the jump out. Like I hear east window, I get the jump out ready, I immediately just go for the shots and whiff every single shot. So now I only got one guy this game. I'm not gonna ace. The ace is not happening. I got the Blackbeard. He's gonna do like 50 different jiggle physics. I don't know where IQ is, but alley access was still fine. No one was with Blackbeard. I had enough time to get that kill, so process of elimination. IQ's over here, already getting the shot on me. And indeed, she did get the shot on me, so, you know, good for her. I am currently 9-2, so I'm not pressed about it. The IQ is going to do the smart thing. She's going to drone, because there's still a minute and a half. She's trying to get this intel. She's trying to figure out what to do. She's droning up banana. Trying to find anyone. I don't think she even saw anyone. But she did a terrible job clearing. Like a miserable job. Because, okay, let's break this down. Let's use this Twitch, or this IQ, as a learning example. So she is droning. She did not drone thoroughly at all. She droned like the main area of lobby. But she managed to completely ignore our warden under the stairs. And she didn't even come close to seeing our rook up here. So her droning is already mediocre. But she commits to it. She commits to this drone. She is peeking her body through this doorway, facing away. Like, I don't even know what she's looking at. Her crosshair is over here, where she didn't even see anything. He's being shot at from the right. And just, her crosshair placement was somewhere she didn't see anyone. She didn't drone. Like, I don't know what she expected to happen. Like, she droned as bare minimum as possible. Her crosshair was aimed at quite literally nothing. So now, it's down to this Hibana, who has pretty much been throwing this entire round. And if there's one thing I hate about Siege, if there's one thing I hate in Siege players, it's throwers. And she's not just AFK, because she does look up at the tree, and she had to go through the effort to prone in front of this tree. So, she is here. She's not AFK. And she had defuse. So, like, even if they were able to get inside, can't do anything. And the only reason the team got a kill is because I jumped out. So, this Hibana just threw. She just threw the game. And I hate throwers. And, yeah. That's not an educational at a glance, but an at a glance where I've got beef. Because Mari stole my ace. And I can't even be mad because Mari's good at the game and told me to get good. And that's the exact way I respond. And, yeah. Peace.